We were like, "You're so mean." Like, no, he wasn't mean, bro. It was
He
just
wasn't
like
mean. If you really
That's
think about it, he wasn't
crazy.
mean. He was just doing his job.
outside of Quran
just-
school. You see how nice he was to people and talking to people.
That's most of us though. When
but
we grow up, we finally
class,
know
he was
like
a different. He had a
most of
different
that mean
zone.
stuff was to benefit us.
No, but he exactly. He
Exactly.
He understood it.
Exactly.
Like, we had to man up.
If someone was like, "Yo, what's 1 + 1?" You keep saying 3, nigga. You're gonna be like, "Yo, what the?" Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what's wrong with
Exactly.
You? You know it's 2. After like, oh, you don't know it's 2? You're gonna know it's 2 after the third.
After the third
whooping. You're gonna someone's gonna come at us.
Yeah.
That's how all our like foreign cultures, like you know what I'm saying, teachings are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the beating, but it's like here in America, it look like it's you're getting abused or something. But nah, that's like
There has to be a reason right behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, I man,
We
remember
live.
my hand used to be like red.
You used to have a Power Ranger
The
sword.
Power Ranger sword, bro.
Bro, well, I'm telling you.
Remember the small sword?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to say.
He has the Power Rangers sword.
Bro, he didn't
Yeah,
like. He's different.
He's
Yo,
different.
that's
He
crazy.
was a
What type of things he used to beat y'all with?
First, he had a Power Ranger sword. It was small. I remember it was gray and red. I remember it. It was a Red Ranger sword. I remember that. Joint.
I know too, bro. I remember it too.
And then he upgraded. When he upgraded, I remember the day he upgraded.
Yo,
He had the long jump.
In
And
my
he
head-
found it. Like I don't know where he found it.
Nordine hid the sword before.
Yeah.
He hid it.
Yo, I do the same.
No, he still hit us though.
Oh yeah, he still found something.
Yeah, he still
Oh,
followed up
man.
on us.
That remind me of one of my uncles used to like right when we do something wrong, he used to make us go out and pick our little branch from the tree.
Yeah, pick
And then
your
if you don't pick a good one,
I
yeah,
guarantee he's the branch too.
yeah, if you don't pick a good one, he goes out picks
Oh,
one
man.
for you, and then come just
Nah,
But to
you
be
know
honest,
the
though,
rest.
I'm blessed for him.
he
bro.
meant yeah.
Yeah,
To be honest,
alhamdulillah.
like, but like he was just
Allah
like he
alhamdulillah.
built a connection with everyone, all of us. The fact that everyone's connected, like you said, everyone's connected because
Nah, yeah,
for a
he's
reason.
He was
You know?
he was one definitely a father figure.
yeah,
Yeah,
He was me. He was just a hidden father figure. Like I don't mention
that's true.
my stuff with because it doesn't. I don't want to air stuff out.
Yeah.
Him, he wasn't scared to tell me certain things, and he would just be like, he would pull me to the side. He never did it in front of class.
That's real.
Yeah,
actually.
he just knew. He just knew even if I was behind.
yeah, mashallah.
He understood everyone's situation.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize
It's
that.
crazy, bro. Like, yeah, we didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But
That's
we were all
crazy.
copacetic. We're all together.
Mm.
I don't know, man. It was-
No, mashallah, bro. No, it's like certain things like those back in the day you can't like take for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at it and you're like, that's crazy. Like all the things I thought were happening to me, I'm getting beat, all this, all that. But it's like lessons. You know what I'm saying? It's like a way of, you know what I'm saying, getting you to who you are today. You know?
You talk to a lot of people from Sunday school? No.
Do I?
Yeah.
You know what? I think because it was,
Yeah, you
it was
did.
really majority of us. It was like Habashas, really. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, because of Muhammad was Amu Muhammad was he was Eritrean, so it was I still do like Khalid, Adil,
The truth
Ayman.
is, certain relationships wouldn't exist if he
Exactly,
wasn't. If you just took him away, the ripples of life would be completely different.
Subhanallah.
Because like I told you, he taught
Subhanallah, that's
my
crazy.
older siblings and like
Yeah.
all their friends. Like
My cousins,
he had
my older
other
cousins.
generations before
Yeah.
We were
us.
just a generation.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
Subhanallah.
Just the
about-
generation.
Just the
Yeah.
generation.
So
But he already had other, you know what I'm saying?
like, yeah,
older-
earlier generations that were connected. Like we were connected for a reason. Like every Sunday, bro.
And then he would
nonstop.
shift the class. He would shift that generation over.
Right.
And he would make the new generation.
Right. He's trying to make the new
That's
generation
true that
better.
He would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we live.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know. I mean, we're gonna keep going, but just in general, let's try to
Get
keep the
closer.
mic close. Yeah.
It's me.
I mean,
Moto, you're good.
You're
me,
good
though.
most of the time because you talk loud, but you know,
It's me though.
Listen,
I do.
yeah. As long as it's, you know what I'm saying.
You still communicate anyone from Sunday school? Do you know?
I say. I talk to Eamon here and there. I talk to you here and there. You know.
Wait, where was y'all
But it's
Sunday
like
school?
because of that connection though. It's like I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah, it's simple.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like because of that Sunday school growing up a certain way.
Yeah.
It's like I seen you yesterday.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
feel
don't
that.
even have to talk to this guy for like a year or two.
Yeah,
Like,
I got
it's
peoples
really
like that,
with
too.
everyone from that.
But the
like,
reason
era.
is because we saw ourselves in the purest form. We saw
That's
each other
true.
as children.
Yeah.
We don't know. We didn't receive certain experiences.
That's facts.
We were just there. If we're
We-
honest,
we
we
were
were just
innocent.
there.
Yeah.
So no one could take advantage of someone. We're flowing. You know.
Yeah.
I
We're
feel
kids.
that.
We're 6, 7,
Yeah.
8.
Where
Yeah.
was y'all Sunday school? What was it called? Y'all know?
It was at Dar Hijra.
Oh, Dar Hijra?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
They just let him use a classroom,
Yeah.
and they didn't even charge him because they knew him.
They
You
know.
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They just used they gave him a couple classrooms,
Type.
and then he'll have one for the younger kids, and he'll teach like, a certain age group.
How long was it?
The
Like
younger
usually
kids weren't ready for him, you know.
on Sundays it was from what to when? Yeah, I remember that.
It mattered if you did bad. At the end of it,
He said if
no,
you
no,
did
he
bad.
shifted it. In the beginning of it, it used to be
Yeah.
like from
What was it like 9?
nine
I forget.
nine to
Two
three
or something, was it?
three.
Yeah, it was. It was like 9 to 3, 9 to 4,
9 to 3.
something like that.
Yeah, it was like 6 hours.
If you didn't do your work, your homework.
You're
You're staying.
Isha.
But it's like you have a whole week
make
to do
you
your
stay.
Think about
You
it.
gonna finish this today?
Because it makes sense, man.
It made so much
Yeah.
sense.
Like you have
You
a
have
whole
a
week
whole
to
week
memorize
to
it.
do-
Right,
Two ayahs. Like
right.
It's like 3, 4.
Discipline.
Something that's very simple.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you
simple
can do it.
discipline. Yeah,
But then
teach
it's
you at a
like,
young age, but it's like
the
we
fact
just
that we didn't do
kids.
it, like, man, we were so pissed. But it's like, yo, it built discipline. Like,
Right.
I remember like even staying late or like, being punished.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I doing this? He comes by like, yo, pay attention, focus, this and that.
Yeah.
He would just say study, study, and
Bro, we
focus.
still
Yeah.
died
I
until
remember that.
Clash.
Yeah.
We still came at 9, bro. But
Yeah, y'all were the
Yeah,
kids
one
that
lunch
didn't
break.
memorize, right?
One lunch
Y'all were the kids that didn't memorize.
Yo,
Went
yeah.
back up.
No, but for me, I'll be honest. Muhammad Noor he was like he was different towards me. So like, even if I didn't memorize, he would lightly punish me,
Right.
just so he showed equality in the class. But then he'd be like, Anwar, like, come on, like, please, like.
Right.
See,
And
that's not fair.
then he would let it was never fair. Yeah, it wasn't fair. But what he would do is like he'd be like stay till like Maghrib or like, and then you can leave or like earlier timings.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then so it was
He was considerate, bro.
he was considerate.
Yeah.
He understood if someone needed more punishment or not. And
There's
we
always-
didn't realize that.
Yeah,
There's
we-
always
we
some
didn't- we were
teachers
kids.
like that though.
We're
Like
kids.
you know what I'm saying, that
It's not
relate
fair.
more
We
to the
look at it, it's not
kids
fair.
than they do.
It's not fair.
But it
Yeah.
was fair though.
It was fair.
It was really
100%.
fair though. I remember one time when I was supposed to stay. It was Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl game.
Yeah,
Sunday.
he like
left.
football since the get.
I didn't tell my dad. I left with my dad. Like he picked up my little brother, and I went with them.
Yeah.
And he called my dad.
Oh my.
He said your son is
Yo,
not
yo,
here.
my
usually
God.
there was times where like he would like tell you to stay, but he would leave and he would never come back. You know, there was times like we would get away with it,
Bro.
but then there was a time he came back to make sure we were still there.
Bro, at least you came back. You know what I did? There was
No,
a, there was,
I
there was
didn't
a
want
time.
to come back. My dad forced me. He brought me back.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, this is a night of Super
I
Bowl,
didn't
bro.
memorize my eyes. I'm like this. I'm not going. My mom's like, oh yeah, like she's like, let's go. I live right behind Al Hijra. Like, I
Yeah.
live
Oh yeah, you're
right,
walking distance.
Like
Yeah.
I live 10 steps. Kid you not? 10 steps.
Yeah.
There's a day I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
You said you were like you're not
Yeah,
going.
'cause she used to drop me off, and then she's like, why am I dropping you off? You're an adult. Walk there.
Walk
you
there.
know? So I ain't walk there.
Where'd you go?
I definitely ain't make it there.
I went somewhere.
Where'd you end up going?
I remember I was walking like the long route, and I was going to like to take a left into Dahidra.
Yeah.
I kept walking straight. I was like, I'm going to Ravenwood. I'm not. I'm going to the
chilling with my
apartment
friends,
complex.
man.
Yeah, I'm chilling with my
Get
friends. I'm not doing this today. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he did it. He did it for a reason. He wanted everyone to
Yeah.
like
What's his name again?
Muhammad Noor.
Muhammad Nur. That was y'all
He's a
basically teacher or
He is
whatnot,
a
right?
legend, man.
A
Teacher,
professor,
father,
figure.
Influence
I feel that.
Yeah.
and peace upon
He
him,
actually
but
put
he-
Yeah,
discipline in our lives.
rahimahullah.
We didn't realize that though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
Like, I'm telling you, if he wasn't in our lives, the amount of ripples wouldn't be there. From friendships to like where
Yeah,
you're at
true.
right now, it wouldn't happen because
Right.
there's certain connections that were built upon that.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
you would be doing something different.
Yeah, that's facts. It's one little switch of experience in your, you know what I'm saying, lifetime
Yeah.
that could just
Yeah, but
make you, you know what I'm saying, like on a whole different direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's a lot. And we might think, oh, that little thing that happened back in the day doesn't even, you know what I'm saying, apply to our life.
Yeah.
But
because of
you don't know how much it does.
because of his consistency, we all got here.
Yeah,
It's
subhanallah.
his consistency. It
Yeah,
wasn't ours.
mashallah,
Because he
dog.
could have been like, nah, I'm not coming this week.
Yeah.
He came every week for
Every
at least
Sunday.
10 plus
He never
years.
He was obligated
10
to y'all.
plus years at least.
Subhanallah.
Always 10 plus
And
years.
let's say,
Subhanallah.
like, for example, he wasn't able to make it. It was like, this is a rare
Yeah.
equation. He'd have someone there for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah.
they're ready. Like,
Right.
yeah, this is not a substitute teacher. Wake up, brother.
Yeah.
That is true.
Nah.
Though. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, even like he would tell people to bring their kids there. Like, I would never have met certain people if it wasn't,
Yeah.
for him. And that's true.
That's a man
though.
that fears God, man. He's obligated to, you know what I'm saying, make
It was
sure,
100%. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. It was 100%.
make
No
sure,
one
you know what I'm
else.
saying?
He knew he had a
He
purpose.
didn't
He knew he had a purpose. That
Yeah.
was one thing.
Yeah, he knew his
It
purpose.
was his purpose.
Yeah.
And like he did that. Like that was his purpose. No money
I
involved.
feel that.
For free, bro. Imagine educating like
Every
kids
Sunday,
for
bro.
every Sunday, dedicating your life
Subhan-
to like teach kids for like 20 years plus.
Yeah.
I'm just saying 10 because
Subhanallah.
it's light, but bro, it's like the lowest. It's like
That's like the
like,
minimum.
Yeah.
it's a joke.
What he did.
I feel
stuff
that.
I'm embarrassing him saying it's 10 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Subhanallah,
Because
bro.
he did my older cousins, my older cousins.
Subhanallah.
Yeah. That's true.
Hasanat, bro. Like
Hasanat.
those are straight. You know what I'm saying? Those are with him in the
Yeah.
grave right now. Subhanallah.
And you know, and maybe he rewarded for all the things he did for us. So you know, and that's
Yeah,
what we remember
I
him.
mean.
It's crazy because like when we were kids, we were like, oh, we were getting mad at him, but it was like now we remember all the good, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't even remember the
The
bad.
bad. That's crazy. Subhanallah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like
It was
That's
too
how
much
life
good.
is, bro.
it's like
you
when
never,
you older you get, you
yeah.
realize, wow, like.
Cause he knew what y'all didn't. You know, like
and
he knew
what
what
made me
was
feel
going
bad,
on. What,
it's like my kids and all, you know, my friends' kids.
They
Damn,
won't
we're
get
not
the
gonna
chance.
have him.
They won't get the
yeah,
chance.
subhanallah.
So it's like, wow, like it's like more of a responsibility now. Like
Right.
it's like I wanna give them that influence too. Like, you know, it's interesting though how it all works out. But you know, just may he be rewarded. Though.
Yeah, I mean, man, we got Anweezy in the building. You know, Anwar, we had to, man. We had to bring you on here. You know what I'm saying? Get a
Yeah.
little,
I appreciate you guys. Man.
yeah, for sure, of
Shout
course,
out to
man.
Gossam too, man.
Shout out K Sam's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
My
me-
God.
Y'all
got
been
me
boys
into it.
since when?
We knew each other for at least 20 years.
Yeah, me and Anwar just met recently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But K Sam's and Anwar, they go way back. How many years you said? 20?
At least 2 decades.
Two
So-
decades.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah,
What's his-
where y'all grow up around? Like, I mean, obviously DMV, right?
Yeah,
But
DMV,
what
Alexandria
neighborhood?
area.
Like Skyline
Alexandria,
or
Falls
where?
Church, that whole
Falls
area.
Church area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. And then that Sunday school applied too. That's where y'all just weren't memorizing your ayahs.
Nah, Gossam was one of those guys that like he might not know this, but he took care of me
Yeah.
in a lighter sense too. Like
Mm.
there would be
Love.
times that I never, to be honest, I never brought lunch, and there would be 2 people that would literally like bless me undercover. And it would be, I don't know if you remember this, but it was Gossam and Nordine.
Yeah.
Nordine would go to Shoppers.
Nordine
and-
always,
Yeah, he'd go to Shoppers and he would get like hot food.
He could get
and-
what food?
Hot, it's literally
Hot food.
like hot food.
Yeah.
And
He used to have fried chicken.
Yeah,
and chips.
bro.
Oh man, I remember this.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
I remember everything. So there's certain experiences that stick to me. And Nordine, he'd be like, "Yo, bro, like, bro, you don't worry, like, he's here." So I would eat off his shit.
Yeah,
And
man.
then Gossam would do the same thing. He'd be like, "Here, I have an extra drink," or like, "I have some stuff you can," and no one else was like doing that stuff. But like, it's gonna like think I'm 28, 29 right now.
Yeah.
Right. So it still applies, and I knew him for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So
That little thing changes a kid's life, bro. Like when you hungry at whatever school
hungry,
or wherever
bro.
you
Yeah.
at,
Yeah.
you'll remember who gave you food. You know, just if, bro, you feed me, bro. I'm like, okay.
I just remember we
I'll
always
remember
used to split
that
chips
for
from
life.
him, though.
Oh my
Nordine.
God.
Yeah.
Yo, he used to always have the hot. He used to always go to Shoppers, and I remember that stuff.
Hot food like chicken type
Yo,
of.
he used to eat food during class, sneak food. You know how Muhammad was
he's a
strict.
savage,
You
bro.
know Muhammad was strict. Like
he
he's
didn't
strict.
care. Like, bro, like he's like,
You're
yo,
not supposed to eat during class.
Yeah.
And he would sneak food, and then we would make him laugh. I remember this. We were making like, he spit his food out, and then the teacher would see it,
shout out to my team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
and he'd get beat, bro, for
Yeah,
that.
those
Yo,
are
it was
young
hilarious.
shenanigans, man.
Yo, but it's like so many moments though. Like man,
Yeah, and I feel that.
good times though. It was good times, bro.
Yeah,
but it shaped us though.
yeah, for sure,
good,
for
though.
sure, for sure.
It shaped
Not
us,
only
man.
There's a lot of those you just can't forget. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those moments. Born and raised in DMV,
Yeah. I was born in Falls Church, Virginia.
Falls Church, Virginia.
Alhamdulillah, like
Yeah.
I was always surrounded by like great Muslims.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
People that has like certain people that had a passion or a purpose.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I got the chance to brush off upon them, and that's
Yeah.
the first blessing you can have.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I got
Alhamdulillah for that.
I got the chance to like brush off their experiences, and like I was in a certain area that like made sense for me and my mother. So
Yeah.
like that's what you would ever want. Like if I was born in
Alhamdulillah.
DC, my life would be shifted in a ridiculous way. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know where I would be at. You know,
That's one thing we know about the DMV. Like one little different location,
It's a
you'd be
shit.
born into a whole different pack.
That's
You know what I'm
though.
trying to say?
Actually, I didn't realize my parents when they first came to this country, they were placed in DC. They're like, we're not gonna be here. Oh, no.
No. Till this
This
day,
is not where my kids gonna
bro.
be.
Till this day,
Let's go to Virginia.
literally, till this day, like.
Let's just keep going.
Right, and I'll be
Straight down the
like,
highway,
even
man.
my mom's till this day, she be like if I say I'm doing anything in DC, like let's say I'm saying like
But
remember
DC's
we had the
changed now. They don't.
but I'm
understand
saying
that,
till
but
this
yeah.
day they still have that little phobia
Negative
from DC,
connotation,
thinking
yeah.
oh it's just ghetto, shootings, this that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm going that direction, and be like okay, because
it's gentrified now.
yeah, it's way better now.
No. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta say this in publicly, but I was over my boy's crib. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I wake up and it's very gentrified. Like I can't even say it right.
You good.
Gentrification.
Yeah.
It's so gentrified that it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
like
It's different.
guys,
Yeah.
I'm not judging nobody or whatever
Yeah.
they do, but there's literally crackheads. I'm waking up and I'm seeing this. I'm seeing crackheads get their fix. You know what I'm saying? And then you just see white people walking their dogs crossing.
Riding their
And then-
bikes, walking their
No,
dogs.
but it's different because like yesterday I saw white people have a stand and they're just feeding the crackheads.
Right.
Like they're like general, but I think they're just part of the community. It's crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's
stuff
like
that-
they're helping them out.
No, it's just like one of those things
Like,
like just looking at like wow, like
What have we become?
what have we become?
What is
But
what is
it's like-
going
it's
on?
Like, it's like clean mess.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
so-
you'd never, and there's like neighborhoods where like I heard about like especially like Northwest. I'm not trying to be specific, but in general, it's like I used to hear that you can't even walk down this road at a certain time.
Oh no.
You can't do this at a what's it called? Yeah, it's not the same now. There's still some spots like that, but at the same time, it's like it was like a whole bunch of blocks.
There's a lot of what is it? There's a lot of outsiders. Like
Right.
for example, like just people just come here for work. in
Yeah,
DC.
let's
That's
not
what
go
I've
on
noticed.
DC though. They
It's
might
part of
come
it,
for us, you know what I'm
but
saying?
it
But
is-
not DC
yeah.
is a. You know what I'm saying that's the one thing I like about DMV. Like we get everything. We get the suburbs. We get the city. We get the
It's
whatever you know what I'm saying. That's one thing I love about the DMV. I'd say
It's
this
all in one.
10 times over. You know what I'm saying? Over and over again. So yeah, I've been raised in the DMV technically.
When did you come here?
I was born
Five.
in Maryland.
Huh?
I was born in Maryland. This
Oh,
man,
yeah,
he
was
be
born
trying to
here?
say
Okay.
I hopped the boat.
But he's technically a fob still because right when he was born, his parents they took him to
It was like a good 5 years, bro, before I went.
right away.
Oh, they're like, yeah, we're going.
We'll make sure you a
That's
fob.
Nah.
As long as you're a citizen, we're
But
gonna
yeah,
still make
nah,
sure
I
you're a
experienced a
fob.
good year. I kept on coming back, so it's like you know what I'm saying, Virginia, DMV, Maryland. So I got a taste of all.
What part of Maryland?
PG County, Highsville.
Oh, lit.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I have property in Hiceville.
That's crazy. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. It's Old Thorpe's apartments. Just don't rob me. But yeah, it's in Hiceville.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up. That's what's up, mashallah. We'll get into that, but go ahead, man. Give us a little, you know what I'm saying, about where you study, maybe.
I go by Anweezy, but my name is Anwar. I was born and raised in Falls Church, Virginia. Most of my life, 18 years. How can I say? I'm more of a tech body, more math tech body. Earlier upon my years, I was invested more into computers. Like, I would do some crazy things. Like, I hacked T-Mobile when I was 14, 15 years old.
That's crazy. I didn't
I
know
used,
that.
yeah.
That's when you
Some
said
crazy
that.
stuff.
That's crazy.
But I used to work like I used to use Backtrack Linux or Kali Linux. So if you know those certain operating systems, they have certain systems and tools you can use. So
Yeah.
like, for example, Qasim, like you know a knife, right?
Yeah.
It's a tool. If you really think about a knife,
Mhm.
you can stab somebody with a knife, but you can also cut vegetables with a knife. You get me?
Yeah.
So basically, I used the tool in a different manner. I used it for penetration testing to see
Yeah.
if certain information would come back. You know, so yeah, I'm more embedded with tech and math, but obviously right now I'm in music.
Mashallah.
Stuff shifted.
And it was the major. What was it?
That's upon me. I went to school for computer science and mathematics.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I double majored, and then
I figured the coding is what got you in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
no, I did that because Penn State.
Yeah.
I went to Penn
Yeah,
State, but
mashallah.
I did that more for my mom. Like I'll be honest, I went for nutrition.
You went for
I
nutrition?
went for nutrition.
That's
but then
crazy.
The first semester when I came back to visit my mom, I was like, "Yo, mom, I'm gonna be a nutrition major." First thing she did, she spit in my face. No, I'm saying.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. She's like, "You want to be a chef?" I was like, "So." She's like,
I can teach you how to cook if you want to cook.
I think your mom's, bro.
no, yeah, my mom is different. But the thing is, I had to respect it because she's like, my nigga, like I seen you do computers all your life.
Yeah.
And you come from this school and you just I'm like, we're not spending this much
Wasting
money
your
to do.
time,
Yeah, good one.
Right.
Nice try.
Right.
Come back next semester with a different one. You know. So,
Yeah, nah.
So yeah, trust me, I was shocked too. I was like this. I was like, what? You haven't seen me in like 10 weeks, and you
Right.
spend my. But she's right. I ended up shifting from nutrition to computer science, math.
I feel that.
Actually, I did computer science first, and she was happy. Then I was like, you know what? Let me add math as a second major because I actually like math.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's more theoretical.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to that field. Once I graduated, I shifted focus. I went to North Carolina from PA. I went to North Carolina. I didn't like my team at all. I didn't like the corporate setting I was in.
Where in North Carolina was this, by the way?
I was in the Triangle area, Raleigh, North Carolina, Cary, North
Okay.
Carolina. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
It's
to be
a nice
honest,
area. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
perfect location for family. You know,
That's what I always tell people.
literally
My sister lives out
perfect.
there, by the way. That's
My
why with her
cousin lives
kids.
out there, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's perfect to raise a family there. But everyone in there was airheads. Like from the entry level people to the managers, they didn't know what was going on, and it made sense because it's a financial field. It's not tech.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? So
Right.
I quit. When I told my mom I quit, oh my god, my mom was like,
Not to cut you off, but are you you got siblings?
No, I have none.
You have no siblings.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you because I'm also an only child, but like it's that pressure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we gonna get to that topic, but go ahead, continue. I just wanted to ask, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only child.
Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the expectations is on you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, I'm-
All the responsibilities on. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Even though like some siblings might not be like that and they don't share the responsibility, but in
That's
general,
true.
I felt that with the only child fact, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Every time you make a decision, it's like too big in her eyes. It's like, wait, what are you talking about? Nutrition? What? You know? So I get it now.
We're our mom's gift, my guy.
That's
like,
fact.
We're
That's
our
fact.
mom's
Yeah.
true gift.
Yeah.
Whatever
Literally.
they do in this world is
That's
truly
fact.
extra because
Yep,
they're like.
yep. So I
let me
understand
check
where
on-
she's coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, yeah. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, trust
yeah.
me. I noticed it because I was like, wait, is he an only child?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
when there is not only child, like, you know what I'm saying, there's more leniency. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's other, you know what I'm
The
saying?
truth is this: my mom, she married her soulmate, or like she fell in love with her
Mashallah,
soulmate.
mashallah.
But the sad thing is, she had to experience her soulmate getting in a car accident the day
Yeah.
of my birth.
Right.
So my mom didn't find another. She didn't want to find another guy.
Yeah.
She thugged it out. She's like, that's basically that's my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's, obviously, you see the culture shift now.
Yeah,
'Cause
I know exactly
day
what
and
you're talking
day,
about.
women could just be like, oh, there's another guy that can do
Yeah,
this for me. Or this
yeah.
thing. My mom was like, nah, like she didn't work a job when she was she didn't. She
Yeah.
was, as a queen, as should be.
Yes.
She was just levitated.
Yeah,
But
mashallah.
shit shifts, and she worked accordingly. So now, she's blessed. She has a blessed son. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna bless her back, inshallah.
Inshallah.
soon,
That's the goal, man.
That's the goal,
I
man.
promise you.
That's
if that
that's my main
itself
goal.
doesn't motivate you, like that's why I don't get like why people like, you know, especially when we come to the motivation side, we're gonna get there,
Yeah,
right? We're gonna get there, but in general, it's like just for that point, that motivation, bro. Just the fact that somebody that's been carrying you, lifting you up on a pedestal your whole life, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it's like taking care of every single thing you need in life and making sure you're like on a Sirat al-Mustaqim, you know,
she-
straight line.
She's 100% the reason I'm fine. Because
Literally.
like, listen, if I did nutrition, I
That's
would not
the
be.
fire
I
that
would
needs
not
to
be
push
talking
you.
to you right now if I was doing nutrition.
Right.
So I left Fidelity Investments. Sorry ass company. I don't care. They suck.
Right.
So then literally that same. My mom was like, "You quit? You like?" She's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Mama, don't worry. I got a job coming literally the next day.
Yeah.
You know, like this. Just trust me." So literally the next day, a guy named David, he hires me for Rackspace. I end up moving to Texas. This is the best position I have.
Yeah, mashallah.
He's like 6 figures off jump, so 4 months. I'm happy I left. So then I left my 5th month, got 6-figure job. I'm working remotely. This is when before COVID or any of that. So you know, working remotely was like literally
Yeah.
like leisure. You know,
Yeah,
it felt good.
exactly.
And hopefully soon I'll be sponsored by HalalWrist.
Soon come, bro.
Soon to come.
But yeah, I ended up going there. I promise. This crazy thing is, my mom, she's a real one because she even said, I'm driving to Texas right now with my stuff, and she's like, "You didn't call any of your friends to drive down with you, didn't you? Huh? You got me driving down with you." I was like, "True." So I'm blessed to have her because
Yeah.
she's always in the back of my head. Like, there's
Exactly.
certain people, if I have you as a friend and you're in the back of my head, that's not a good sign. That's different. I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't trust you. I keep thinking about you on certain notes. I gotta get you cleaned out of my life. You know?
Right. That's
But
crazy.
if my mom that's your mom. You better have her in the back of
Yeah.
your head
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you need that second notation to say,
Yeah.
you know. So I was blessed to have a certain type of mom that curated my life.
Yeah, you made a good point right there, man. That's facts. Like, you know what I'm saying, having a, like you said,
Where
friend.
in Texas was this, by the way?
This was in San Antonio, Austin area. So she drove down with me. I told her straight up, I'm like, yo, I'm only staying there for a year. Whatever I go into, I hope you believe in me, but
Yeah.
I'm only staying in Texas for a year.
Yeah.
It was all different for her, but she did trust you though.
Oh,
You
she
could
trusted
tell.
me.
Yeah, of
trusted me.
course.
She trusted me because she was like, how the hell did you just quit and just shift and get a raise of 40K
Right.
within a week?
Yeah.
You know, and be happy.
Mhm.
You know, because for her, think about it. Like our parents, like they come
come
here
from-
and
yeah.
they're like, yo, I'm gonna work this shift. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
Ross, McDonald's,
Yeah.
Marshalls. I'm gonna thug it out. you
Right.
know? It's not a choice.
That's
I'm gonna
facts.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But I have choices,
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
so I'm gonna use my choices.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. And not only that, I say this with a couple of my boys every now and then, but it's like, I feel like when our parents come here, it's like the system kind of makes them see it as that's the only way. You see what I'm saying? So like us getting out of our, you know what I'm saying, like that system that America tries to put us foreigners in. You see what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
the 9 to 5, you know, go to college, do this, whatever. If we, by any means necessary, step out of that, it's like, you know, the parents go ahead because they just see that system.
But they use that as protection.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
they know.
saying.
Yeah. That's
But
all
like,
they
I'm saying in terms of like the parents seeing that, and then when you give them like a quick jump, like you going from what's it called to Texas, it's like it kind of shocks them a little bit,
Yeah.
just because.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit different in their, you know, program. They're like, what is he doing now? Like, what's going on? Is that gonna be successful? All they want, we've said this a couple times with Soph's podcast episode, is that all these parents want
They
is
just want us to be
to make
successful,
sure
yeah.
you can carry yourself when they're. If they can confirm that
truth
in
is
life,
this.
as long as they're there,
Successful is actually a plus. They
Yeah.
just want you to be good.
good. Literally, that's
Like,
facts.
They're there for a reason. Like they're like, hi, you okay?
Yeah.
For like 30 years. Like,
Yep.
you okay? You
Yeah,
know?
okay. Literally.
For real.
They're doing their job.
Yeah, 100%.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, going the extra route, you know what I'm saying? Whatever people are passionate about, whether it's skits, music, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little quick jump in a parent's head. It's like,
It's not just parents. That's the sad part. Like, to be honest, it's your friends too.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
99% of your friends, if you facilitate it in a way that makes sense for yourself first,
Yep.
you'll see the shift. Because it's not even just your parents, it's your friends. Like, think about it. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm a tech guru. I'm so deep in
MashaAllah.
tech. I know I've assisted so much in tech. Like, I still help with people getting positions. I help companies receive more roles.
MashaAllah.
I do so much different things in the background, but I don't like it. This is different.
It's not your passion.
Like,
like
yeah,
that.
I'm in a part of my life where I'm like realizing what I like doing compared to what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Think about it. In life, you're gonna cross that bridge where you're gonna like doing something, but you're not good at it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you hate doing something, but you're really good at it. And you're like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
So what do? What you do is you become a human and you humble yourself and you just do the work towards that to be good at what you like.
What you like doing.
You know? So that's where I was at in life. And
Yeah.
to be honest, music shifted everything. It wasn't even about like the business manner of things because I've dived into a series of businesses. Like series of businesses for my age. And alhamdulillah, I'm blessed for it. But music literally opened my wave cap. They said, okay, these people will not support you for what you actually want to do, but they'll support you for what they think they want you to do. You know how many people hit me up every day and say, yo, bro, like, have you considered going back into tech? I'm looking at them like, bro,
You crazy?
have you listened to one of my records? You haven't, right?
All right.
Shift back. Have you been in tech? You don't have that experience either. Shift back. That's it.
You don't.
You
Yeah.
can't do what I'm doing. Shift back.
You don't care what they have to say really.
Yeah.
As much.
Because
But
it doesn't feed my focus.
But-
It takes away from it.
yeah.
I feel that.
What made you? You went to tech? Like you went from tech to music. What made you want to make that transition though?
Oh, that's a different kind of transition then. In Texas, I stayed for a year, right?
Yeah.
Then I knew I was gonna just shift. It didn't matter about what role
You
I
knew
was
you were
going
gonna
to.
shift off of that.
Shift
Like,
off of the location.
Yeah.
Texas is an amazing state, by the way.
MashaAllah.
I want to say it's
A lot of people
number
are
one.
moving there.
Huh?
A lot of people are moving there right
Oh,
now.
I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Like,
Yeah.
anywhere from first home buying, from sales tax to the food is bigger, to the people are nicer, to it's just like it's a crazy shift.
I feel
But
that.
my mind was already fixed before even touching Texas that I'm leaving in here. So I'm on a cruise ship right now with my mom, my aunt, and my mom, my aunt, and my cousin, and I'm like, I literally got a month to leave Texas. In my head, they don't know
In
that.
your mind, yeah.
So I'm like, so I'm enjoying Carnival Cruise dancing. Then I'm like, oh, like I'm like looking at certain things. I'm like, I think LA's it. So I'm like, something about LA. I'm like, I keep seeing LA. I'm leaving LA. So I'm telling my mom there. I'm like, after this cruise ship, I'm packing up. I'm moving to LA. She's like, have fun, because she knows.
Subhanallah.
Because she's at a point in her life where she realized she knows I won't listen. Like it's like I'll listen.
She realized it.
Like she knows I'll listen, but to a degree. Like I'm gonna just still do what I'm gonna do because I love you, mama, but I'm a human too.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have to trust me. So I shift to LA. I end up moving to LA 365 days after. Two of my friends from Texas came with me, and I drive out to LA.
What year is this, by the way?
2017, July.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
And in Texas, you were staying where?
San Antonio, Austin.
San Antonio, Austin. Okay.
Yeah, that area. So yeah, I drive up there. This is the crazy thing. I still have blueprints in the making. Like I don't just do. I still have blueprints in the making. So I was supposed to work for Snapchat, right? So they put me into this PM program that's in Santa Monica, and I complete it. And it's for a feature that they're currently using. So they're like, "Yo, come to this program. You can build a feature of your choice." Like I picked something an idea that I would think Snapchat should do. And they loved it. So like, yo, definitely go for it. So I go to this PM program in Santa Monica, and I build it I pre-build it. Like PM is more towards like the business matter things of requirements, right? Before shifting it to the actual tech things in development.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going into. But I'm not happy doing it. I just know I'm great at doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like someone might flip a burger amazing and it might taste amazing, you know, but it doesn't mean that they like doing it, bro. They just know that burger tastes amazing and they can just push towards it, you know?
Yeah.
That's the truth. So I was like, I completed the course now, you know? And I'm certified now. I'm like, yeah. So then, instead of going back into tech, I was like, you know what? Let me try different things. So I opened up a social media marketing agency of my own. There was not really anyone under it, but I still opened a business, as you should do. If you have an idea that you can think of, open a business. Because at the end of the day, you can open a bank account with that business. You might be able to receive a loan within 2 years, and that can be your leverage. Or you can have a credit card, and they would give you literally anywhere from from 5 to 15,000, and that can push you forward for your idea.
School them, man.
Yeah. So
give them all the gems.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put certain things within this episode.
Yeah, for sure.
But coming back to my focus, so yeah, I did active social, and that all I did was brands. So any businesses that needed certain help would just receive automation services for me. So I knew what I was good at, but I needed to use that to my advantage just so I can shift my focus on something else, you know? So I built automation scripts. I was using Python embedded with Selenium as the framework, and I was building scripts per business. So the framework was pre-built, and I was able just to build scripts for certain businesses.
In Python?
In Python.
Okay.
So I would talk to certain creatives, talk to businesses that needed, to build their social media, and I would charge anywhere from $75 to $250 a month subscription.
MashaAllah.
Right? So from there, it's subscription based. It's renewed every month. I don't have to really worry about the previous client unless they have something that they need to talk about. You know? So I was just adding on more clients. And then at a point, I was making anywhere from 15 to 25 bands a month. And it was
MashaAllah.
automated. So imagine you just wake up, turn on your VPN, green button for 100 times, and then you go upon your day. Now that's automated. That's another human of me doing that stuff.
Right.
And I can shift focus on something else. That's when I went into the food truck business.
Okay.
So I shifted. I was like, you know what? Let me go into the food truck business. And I got the chance to, this is where music came in a little bit. Okay, let me pull back a little bit.
When you're you're venturing into like the business
This
realm,
is crazy.
right?
So I know, if you're human, you kind of know what certain people like. Like if you really think about it, they like pictures, they like to feed, they like to be fed in their own type of energy.
Right.
They love to feel loved, right? So when I came, the first thing coming to LA, I didn't know a single person, not one body,
Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, okay.
not one human. But what I did know is, people love pictures.
That's facts.
So I had a camera.
Aesthetics.
So what I did was I would come in with a camera. I'd be like, yo,
You just take.
people are fond of my vibe because I'm real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat you. I'm not gonna.
You have
hype
high
you.
energy, though.
I'm high
when
energy.
you meet
You're
them.
gonna feel me. Like,
Yeah.
even if you like it or not, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you want free pictures? I don't want anything to do. I'm like, yo, if you need a photographer, like, you want my photographer? Hell yeah. If I'm your photographer, you're gonna be like, okay. So I started my first week. Shout out to Gio. We ended up going to the Hollywood, the W. The W. And I'm just taking photos of like certain artists. I have like certain followings, like 250K, Nate Wyatt. I was just blessed. I was like in a different kind of facility.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking pictures, stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, damn, this shit like really worked. Like, people just love photos.
Right.
So then I'm like, forget the bullshit. I'm going to start taking photos for free. Because me, I didn't want the money aspect. What people don't realize is if you want to stay connected, don't ask for money. If you want to be connected, shift in a focus that makes sense for them. You want to be connected to them. They don't want to be connected to you.
Facts.
They don't care. Yeah,
They don't care. They don't know who you are, bro.
One of the first rules of success is also giving.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
giving,
saying?
But it's
You're
still,
networking, bro.
you
Yeah.
have to maneuver in a sense that makes sense for them first. If you want to be connected to them,
Right.
they don't want to be connected. They don't know who you are. Even
Yeah.
if they knew who you are, they don't want to be connected to you. They don't care. It has to make sense for them.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So for me, it's like you could be connected to the most upper echelon person. This is how I think in LA. I knew I just need to be connected to a body of people, like a good amount of people. I'll use them later. Like, it'll make sense for them later. It's not even for me. Like, what do I have to offer? They don't
You
know who I
grabbed
am.
your audience first.
No, it's not even grabbing my. They're gonna have my audience for me.
Yeah.
I just have to have something for them.
Oh, I
You
see
know
what you're saying.
So
Provide.
provide for them. Simple as that. For me, it's just photos and pictures. But it made sense for them because they're not paying $1 for it,
And they
and they're
need
getting
that.
free stuff that they actually need,
Mhm.
or like they just want to post and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main gateways for me to connect with series of creators and entrepreneurs because they were getting free stuff. Let's be honest. The quality could be trash, but it's free.
It's. I'm taking
You're taking it.
it.
But
For sure.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you take
100%.
it.
For
LA,
sure.
it's real. LA's
For
expensive.
sure. Yeah.
Any photographer every day, and me,
And
I'm
they're
doing-
building their brand at the same
Right.
time,
and I don't
so
want
they
the
need
money
it.
because
Yeah.
I know I'm good. They don't know that. They don't know what I do.
Yeah.
They don't even care to know what I do. This
Right.
is true. Until they have the chance to do that. Like, they'll be like, "What do you do?"
Right.
But by then, I don't care about that because I'm building so many bridges.
Yeah.
It's like this. When people are like, "Oh man, they're sleeping on me," I want to be slept on. Because once I'm awake, people are gonna be, "Yo, Anwar, I need you." That's when the problem happens.
Right.
That's when the blessed problem happens. People don't realize that.
Mhm.
I want to be slept on.
I feel that.
I ended up building another food truck into LA. Alhamdulillah, I was doing well, but I knew
This is all before music, right?
this is all before me.
It's all
Okay.
before music. Okay.
But there was a sense of music because I was doing photography for this artist named Anweezy.
Okay.
And he was just skateboarding. I would just take photos and stuff of him.
Okay.
But then,
What
yeah.
what was like, from the business, after school you did the business route, food trucks, all this business,
yeah,
what made you that transition? What like, I'm going
it's
into
later
music.
on.
Or you wanted to go more before that?
Music is it's late. People don't realize it.
How late it was.
Music okay. In music, yeah, it was 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Music production, it's fairly new. And if you know, you know. But I tend to don't tell people about how new I am in music production because
It doesn't really matter.
No.
Yeah.
The truth is this: the experienced people, it affects their experience of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
they're gonna assume.
but
certain
if I
things
don't
of you,
if I
right?
don't tell them anything, they're like, "Oh yeah, this kid's fire."
Right.
I'm looking like this. The minute they ask, "Oh, how long you been producing for?" I'm like, "Oh man, a while."
You say, oh, okay.
But in reality, it's only been 2.5 years, 2 years.
Right.
So
They'd be like,
And that's the thing. They judge.
I ain't working with you.
yeah,
It's like,
I ain't
nah.
working with you exactly.
Yeah.
But it's the crazy thing. Right now, I have a crazy resume
Yeah.
that's in the cut. And it's only going to be built every day. Every day. I'm
Yeah,
geeking
it's-
because I realized you shift focus on things that make sense for yourself when you have the green light. Like now, I'm finally having a green light. Like I'm going to have several green, but I'm having a green light right now. So
Yeah.
I have producers in the works. I have engineers in the works. I have artists that understand the vision. And I'm flooding. Like right now, I know for sure.
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. So I know for sure I've worked with well over, the minimum is 250 artists.
MashaAllah.
Well over. But the thing is, no one knows that. I'm just in the cut, shift them the beats, give them what they want. Because I see the bigger picture. Like I already have my main goal. So all I can do is walk towards my blueprint and shift people along the way. They could just brush with me.
Yeah.
So
But like, you know what I noticed with you though too, with when it comes to the music realm, as far as that, like you're very consistent.
oh yeah,
You're very consistent and like just, you know, you're always
Releasing.
dropping something, whatever. You know, mainly producing and stuff like that. But like, why? Like how? Like what makes you? Or like why is it important for you to be so consistent though?
this is the truth. The entertainment industry is the hardest industry to jump into. It doesn't matter how anyone feels because you're the brand. You feel me?
That's
Instead
facts.
Instead of the food being the brand, your service being the brand,
Yeah.
whatever marketing, this is the hardest industry to jump into because they have to kind of believe in you. You know, it's you.
We can relate too
Yeah.
with the skits and you know what I'm saying. Like basically, I don't know if
It's true.
maybe, but
It
it's
is.
like the same
It's
thing. We
relatable.
gotta act. You know what I'm saying. We gotta show that we have the qualities it
That's
takes.
entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Entertainment.
Like
And then-
Sofyan.
Yeah.
The reason why people love him now is just because he's so relatable and he's funny. He makes people feel amazing. It's a positive light.
Inshallah.
But before, it wasn't like that. He've been working on this for 10 plus years. I've seen
Hey.
him
Yeah,
on his
you
Vine
saw
days.
old
On his
days.
Vine days in college when he used to do those funny running jumps.
Yeah.
Close the lights. Like, bro, I've seen so much stuff with
Yeah.
Sof.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is,
We still watch those too.
yeah, people
Yeah.
are starting to see his golden side. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But it's always been there.
Yeah.
Yo, people
just-
don't
it was
realize
just
how good of an
consistency.
actor he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he's an amazing
People
actor,
don't
bro.
realize that he's
That dude is
an
crazy.
actor,
Yeah.
though. He can.
No, he's an
He, they don't realize it though.
but the thing is, as a visionary, he knew. Like, I'm a visionary as well,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can try to say, that doesn't matter to us. We're
Yeah.
still going to do what we said we're going to do. 'cause
Right.
It's already in the flow of it. You
Yeah.
adding or removing, it doesn't matter. We smile and we're like this. But in reality, we're still pushing forward.
Exactly.
So, yeah, respects to Soph, man. He's been doing this for like 10,
Yeah.
15 years. And even though new people might see the light of it now, that's what he deserves. Like, and it's crazy because the people that knew of him, of course they knew he was funny, but they're more intrigued by him now because of his audience. They're like,
Wow,
it's
yeah.
more of FOMO. They're like, it's like I missed out. I didn't miss out before, but maybe I didn't push him as well.
Yeah.
But now it's FOMO. Like,
Yep.
They're gonna be like, oh, yeah, Sofyan, amazing. This,
Yeah.
but I guarantee, and this is crazy to say too, this in camera, I even had conversations with people that said, yo, Sofyan is slipping. I don't know what Sofyan's doing. I've had personal conversations. If you know me,
Yikes.
I don't lie, bro. I never
Oh,
lie.
man.
It's not a, but guess what? He's done well, you know? And he's going to consistently do well.
And
Because he's
that's-
focused on his path, his vision.
Facts. Facts. And not only that, it's like we need to even dive deep in there because I feel like you also have a, what's it called? Not with that specific, but I'm saying like in terms of you with the music industry too, producer and whatnot. It's like it's a lot of. I feel like this world is more of a judge the book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Like off the jump, it's like the first go to. You see what I'm trying to say? And then obviously once things start popping off for such and such, it's like then it's like whoa. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think in their heads. It's like whoa. I didn't think he's gonna make it this far. Okay, damn.
FOMO.
Let me find something to
FOMO.
say or let me
And it's
exactly.
crazy 'cause you don't
So
even
like
try to believe in FOMO. Don't try to believe it. It's there.
it's
Soph,
there,
Everyone knew Soph was funny. They just didn't push him.
right?
Didn't do-
Whether it is whether it is you, how do you deal with that? Like how do you
just clean
how do you go clean out?
I'm different from Soph. Soph is a nice guy.
Right.
I was Miskina all my life, but I realized it didn't work for me. People know I'm smart as hell. Like, they know like I'm borderline
Yeah.
genius.
Right.
Niggas know I'm smart as
Mashallah.
Yeah.
you know,
Mashallah.
but they won't support. It's the same thing with Soph. They knew Soph was beyond funny, but the push wasn't
He's
there.
creative
Right.
and funny. He always has ideas, bro.
Yeah,
For days.
he's just him. He understands his vision.
Right.
You know, if people add on
We're
to
giving
it,
him his flowers right now. So
Yeah.
if we ever give you your flowers,
Yeah.
you know we see you all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this goes
Your
in general
flowers,
with
bro.
everybody.
He knows it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
can relate to this in terms
Yeah.
of anybody, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to be something or do something, you know what I'm saying, outside the regular or the norm, you know, and just going out the way to, you know what I'm saying, invest in themselves, whether it's music, skits, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's like, that's an issue we got to talk about. And I feel like just the fact that we even brought it up, that's perfect because it's like,
It's the
you know,
truth.
it's the truth. And not only that, it's like, my thing is, I just don't get hate. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, there's so much stuff that go, and I'll tell this to So
Bro,
all
you're
the time.
Number one hater. Though. I'm kidding.
But it's like, to me, I tell them all the time that, like, haters mean more eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? In our business, we need eyes. You know what I'm saying? We need eyes to see those videos.
But the thing is, you don't even realize haters actually love you because they learn from you.
Literally.
They're actually the people that support you most. You just don't realize it
Right.
because they're gonna still learn upon you.
Right.
It's a perspective, bro. You
And
gotta
then
have.
on top of that, it's like, with haters, to me, it's like, yo, how you go about, man, praising somebody that doesn't even know you exist,
Yeah.
right? Oh, yeah, I died for this man. Oh, man, this man just released, or this man just did that. But you can't even support. That's why I don't care about what people say about my Instagram. I'm always reposting this shit, right? And it's like, to me, I look at it in terms of, you know what I'm saying? If I can't support somebody that's in my same town trying to make it, what business I got supporting somebody that's
That's different. This is the truth. I gotta cut you off on that.
how?
It matters what field you're in. If it
I mean,
doesn't make-
obviously, but I'm
Yeah,
saying like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying in our fields.
genuine support is almost non-existent at this point.
That's
And
what I'm
And I
talking
don't even
about.
want to say it like this because people are like, but I'll be honest. My day ones do not support me. Did not support me. Did not do anything for me.
It happens, bro.
But they will support me.
They will. You said
They will.
Yeah.
It's not now, but they're gonna support
Right.
me.
They will. Yeah.
'Cause they haven't
Eventually.
no, it's not even that because they experienced me, and they'll be foolish if they didn't. Like they'll feel like it's FOMO, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they've had like I'll be honest. I talk highly of Soph because of the experience I had with Soph. I haven't talked to Soph in. We might talk like here or there like a month or just general general convos. But the truth is, it's the experience that stuck with me,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn, like this dude's different, and I know I have that effect with a body of people. So
Yeah.
then when I'm like, damn, like it's just simple stuff. I know you're not there, but you'll be there. You
Right.
get me? So in my head now, my shift has been completely different.
Playing the
I have
long
people-
game.
I have people hitting me up saying, "Yo, bro, like, why don't you, man? Why'd you unfollow me? Why don't you follow me?" I'm like, bro, like, you don't have stuff.
purpose. There's no
No,
purpose
it's,
for it, right?
it's not even about like, are you really asking me this?
Yeah.
This is a stupid ass question, bro. How are you? How are things going?
They're more focused on
Start-
following, right?
I'm
Right.
like,
Versus,
at least start with there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about the
That's
following.
social media too.
Oh yeah, and then if you want to talk about the following, bro, let's
You're
be
right,
real.
though.
Let's be real now. I don't support what you do. You don't support what I do.
Right.
Why can't you just be honest? Clear your mental space. Think on stuff that you actually like to support or generally like to
Yeah.
do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fill in your head with that. Me, I'm not gonna look at this guy and be like, "Yo, bro, next." I'm not that kind of guy. I was, because I was like, "Yo, maybe because of." Now there's no maybe because of. It don't make sense to me. And then me, I'm getting so sharpened by it. I'm seeing my growth. And it doesn't matter how anyone sees it.
I was just about to ask you that. Like, how far do you feel like that's
Oh my
gotten you
goodness.
into?
I'm gonna call myself out. In 2023, if you don't see me blossom crazily in this music scene, I've done it wrong.
Preach.
We're gonna
Yes,
let
sir.
them know.
Yeah,
If he-
talking
if
to
he-
yourself, that was a
2023,
good.
If it don't happen,
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you
It's like,
see,
nah.
if you see like certain things I give signs, it's never now. I'm like, oh man, I'm the next
Yeah.
one coming out now. It's never now. It's how my blueprint is raised. I already have
Right.
certain blueprints. 2024 is already pre-built. 2023 is pre-built. And yeah, of course, certain things don't hit that data line. Don't hit how it's supposed to be. But that's life, bro.
That's life,
What
yo.
do you mean? You build like your blueprint is supposed to be around that area.
Right.
yeah. It's because you're, like I said though, like admire your consistency.
Oh, yeah.
How you're consistent with it. That's why you have that. Like by this year, I'm gonna have this done. And it's
yeah.
like we remind ourselves. Me and LT, we remind ourselves like no matter how busy we get, no matter how anything, we have to make sure we're consistent.
Because
Everything works
consistency
out.
brings motivation.
So you give yourself a timeline because it's like as long as you're consistent, you know it's
Have
gonna
to.
work out.
Every
So,
day. Every day is going.
you know. But I remember you said something too, like on I think it was on Instagram. You were talking about like working hard. I think it was something about working hard, and it was like everyone works hard, but it's like how do you put yourself in position
Yeah.
and like work
caption.
hard, like you know. I just remember that. You
Okay,
know?
go ahead.
But
So
yeah,
it was just an Insta post. But the thing is, that matters the most. Everyone works hard, bro. Let's be honest. Our
Yeah.
family works hard.
Yep.
Yeah, they got us where we got, but we're in a different era. You
Mhm.
can work a little smarter and surpass the person that works hard.
Right.
That's the truth. Like Lily, work a little smarter.
Right.
If you work smarter now, you might be better than the guy that works harder.
Harder.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
But if you work both, it's a problem.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
yeah, I just been shifting my position. Before I was an idiot. I was jumping into other people's visions and like helping them facilitate. And I realizing I don't have a vision. So I'm really I'm a puppet.
Right.
You know? And yeah, I'm a great puppet. I'll help you advance and push you forward and stuff like that.
It's like managing though in a way, right?
No, it is. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
managing artists. I was managing
Yeah.
business, bro. It just didn't make sense for me, bro.
And that's a good awakening. The fact that you can realize that about yourself at some point. The problem is being stuck in it.
Exactly,
you know what I'm
bro. That's
saying?
the crazy part, man.
But you know what I'm saying? You
but
being
isn't
aware
that
of it.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, that's still what people do though. That's their focus. Sometimes they
Oh,
want to
100%.
manage artists and like that's what they,
They stick to it.
you know. But you're right. I see what you mean by like that's not my vision though.
That's not my vision.
right?
It was never my vision. I would jump into like anywhere from the food truck to other artists. None of it was my vision. I don't want
Right.
to open a food truck. That's not my vision.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't cook. Well, I cook, but I'm not a person that's passionate about cooking.
Right.
If I was, you know, and that's why certain businesses closed. I'm a guy that test trials. Like, this is not even the end of my journey.
You
In
have to.
music is a monster. Entertainment business, if you're in it, it's a monster.
Yep.
It's not a regular business where you can just do certain things because you're the brand.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Compared to like the napkins being the brand, the water bottle, the laptop, the stand. That's what you need to like focus on advertisement. You're what you're advertising. You get me?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
different.
No, I
Yeah.
get that. Not only that, it's like every day you gotta find a push to do that. You know, you gotta
Yeah, exactly.
like it's not just about like even when you said you had to step back and want to go, you always have to step back and sometimes figure out exactly what you're looking for. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You were doing this, you were feeding these, you were feeding these people, you were doing that, but it's like you gotta figure out for yourself what do you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have the same thing with what we just did with HalalWrist in terms of branching. Like you know what I'm saying? Like everybody had to. You know what I'm saying? Figure out exactly what we want to do with this brand. It's like
And it's fine if it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
People don't realize that. If it
and
doesn't
that
make sense,
testing. That's a good point.
it's a test.
Yes.
It's crazy sound. If it doesn't make sense for you,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Mhm.
You don't have to hate the resident. It just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense for you. You can build beyond what
Beyond
you
that,
think
yeah.
of. Like
Exactly.
so, for me, I had to step back. I realized managing artists wasn't for me. Owning food trucks wasn't for me, and production was. And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
but it was because I was actually happy.
And you enjoy it though too.
I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
the situation that happened beforehand I was very depressed. I was like, damn, the people I was in business with are really like doing me dirty. Like, and I'm like, yo, they're mesquite all their life. I don't understand. Like, once I go into business, they're doing me dirty. The people that I was managing, I'm like, bro, they really don't care about me
They don't really care,
because
yeah.
I had a person on the inside go and have some. I'm like, what? I'm like, I just blessed you with this. I'm not gonna mention. I'm like, I don't get how I'm harmful to you. Like,
Right.
in the minute, if you think I'm harmful, go ahead, talk as much as you can because you're protecting the rest of the community if you're actually right.
Right.
But just know you're affecting certain
Yourself,
ripple effects
yeah.
because you're talking about certain things before it can happen with me blessing another individual.
Exactly.
'Cause you're blocking another person's blessing. It's not even about me anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, damn. So I went to music production. So I met Baby Winch. He's a platinum producer. He's lit.
Mashallah.
I said, met him. I knew him. He saw I was depressed. And there's another producer named Blackbeard. Both from the like.
This is all while you're in
California.
LA, or
Yes, when I'm in California. Baby Winch blessed me with a drum kit, and Blackbeard was another separate thing. He knew my situation with my ex, from the people I was managing, like just all the dirty business I was having. He just didn't get it. He's like, bro, why don't people just work with you? Like, why like? And the thing is, like he'd be like, yo, it has to be you, and I'm like, it's literally not me. Like, bro, like I promise you, it's not me. Like I own up to my problems because
Yeah.
I understand as a businessman, you have to own up to just move forward and do more.
Yeah.
You know. He's like, damn. So he taught me how to make a beat. I was making beat with him just for the heck of it, because for him, I was just gonna facilitate his production. He knew he's gonna get like if I'm on your team,
You saw the value.
You should
of
see
having
the value
you
of
there.
having me. If you
Yeah.
don't see the value, don't involve me.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
an idiot to involve someone in a team if you know that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a problem at the end of the day. So I make it. I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
make another one with him. I'm like,
This is when you
Like-
got into producing. Have you ever like became a musician? Did you ever like?
No.
You were never like
oh, musician? Yeah,
like rapping.
but I
or-
know. Yeah, but it's not my cup of tea.
You saw
Okay.
your, you know your skill set.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
why.
guy that
Yeah, I was just wondering because I didn't know.
I did.
Yeah, that's why I was
do
asking.
have records, but it's just I test out things like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna go into acting. I
Mhm.
already know the agency that I'm gonna try to go under.
Right.
I have the managers that they were looking into me beforehand because of my character. I'm like, I'm just filled of oomph,
Mm.
but
That oomph.
that oomph,
Don't know about that.
that oomph is serious. But But till then, I'm gonna attack this monster of music.
Yeah.
I'm happy and I love it. And anyone that's a part of it, I appreciate you. The people
Yeah.
that aren't part of it, that's fine. I hope you guys are doing well.
Mm.
I
Just
feel it. So that's when the stage turned into when you were making those beats, producing, and what's it called?
yeah, cause this is the truth. I was on an international tour.
Mashallah.
I was on an international tour. I was at Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Belgium. I was at even a Belgium Post Malone tour.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he had to do a show there. Shout out to Smitty, his DJ.
Yeah,
So then I'm there. I'm traveling. I'm a manager though. I'm a tour manager.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like, I'm so depressed because of my own relationship. It was internal. It was more internal stuff.
Mm.
But then I'm like, damn, like, I can't, like, in the money side of things, financially, this is not smart for me. It's like this. Music is not smart for you if you're looking for it in the financial sense. Yeah, the end route, of course.
It's
End result.
it's a huge
Exactly.
investment,
It's a huge
Investment.
But
like
that
a
time
stock or
gap,
something.
that time gap, you don't know. Like, your persuasion on a body of people, you don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You could only move a certain way and gain or lose.
Right.
Let's be real. In a certain situation, you could lose all your fans. You see what happened to Travis Scott? This
Yeah.
guy was the highest legend of the world. After that concert, everyone's like, "Yo, forget this guy. I can't stand this guy. Take him off the headline. I can't."
Yeah. You're talking about the concert where all
Where
that.
Live Nation should be.
Yeah,
where
I
everyone-
remember they showed a clip of Travis
Yeah.
Scott. No, even like I'm talking about before his career jumped off. He was performing at some festival. No one was reacting to him. It was empty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you're right. When I'm talking about the investment side of it, you don't know.
You don't know, bro.
You don't know, but it's a very huge investment, though.
That's why visionaries are
Yeah.
visionaries. They know.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, okay, if I do this, or oh, I can feel this, like. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can just be rapping, you know.
You know, when
different.
you let's go to like when you moved to LA though. Like, I'm probably gonna rewind it a little bit.
All right.
When
I
you
mean, we-
moved to LA, what was your like? I guess.
LA's so different, man.
Yeah, it is different from here, right? What year was it, by the way? When
It
you
was
moved
it was
to
2000,
LA?
it was 2017.
17. You moved to LA.
Yeah.
What was like your, I guess, the lesson, the best lessons that you learned in LA that like you know
I
that
got
made
it.
you make the best decisions now.
Oh, now? Oh, my
In
goodness.
the present, yeah.
It's comparisons. So, compared to DC and Virginia, people will actually tell you how they feel. Like, you'll be
They're
surprised.
more honest, like you said,
They're
they're
actually,
more straightforward.
yeah, they're more straightforward because it's like they have nothing to lose. And they actually, it's like they're amped on it. Like, talking about,
Yeah.
like, they're amped on it. LA, it's just like they're so amazing. Like, they're driven off that. Like, okay, this is the truth. You can't have relationships in LA. I'm not talking about like girlfriend or boyfriend either. I'm talking about like person to person. You kind of can't have relationships because everyone already has their vision coming into LA. So
They
they
have their
can
own
brush
agenda and stuff
exactly.
like
So
that.
they can brush off you.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can brush off each other consistently.
You gotta use
if
each
you
other.
like
Yeah.
and make it to the top. But the relationship is so scarce off the form of like your agenda. You
Yeah.
know. So. And that's a good thing and a bad thing because at the end of the day, you're moving forward in your route. You get me? And it's easier because they have a route and it makes sense for both you guys. You know?
Mm.
So, how can I say this? California was like it's fake love, and then like Virginia is real hate. So you gotta pick your
Hell,
poison.
you sending
So-
shots.
Yeah. So California is really fake love, and then Virginia DMV is real hate.
Okay.
So you'll feel it. You'll feel it in DMV. It might not be told, but you'll feel it.
Right.
LA, you won't feel it, bro.
Is it cause that like as far as like when it comes to music, people don't collaborate as often, or just like businesses in general, like people want to start their own thing, like a clothing line.
It's different.
They don't
bro.
collaborate. What is it that you say it's like real hate though?
Real hate. What in Virginia? In DMV?
Yeah, here.
It's inexperience. More DMV is more pushed towards like corporations and it's just more corporations and government. So they don't. In my side of things, like creative, there's not a lot of creative friends, so you won't understand it or experience it. Like you won't understand it. Like you don't have one winning creative friend. Name one, except Soph. Name one. You can't. So how can you experience it on pushing the next one over? And that's what took me. That's my biggest lesson. I'm like, yo, my friends will never understand it because they don't have a creative friend.
They're not. Yeah.
And no, they're not
Like
creative. They don't understand a
creative
friend.
awareness, like
Awareness.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
Think about it. You've never seen a creative friend win, so it's kind of hard to push
Yeah,
against
think
that.
about
Like,
it.
push for it.
I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Any type
I
of
get what
entrepreneur,
you
like
mean.
you just like Yeah, I can I can.
It's like 100, like just to back it, just do like I know what you mean.
It's unbelievable because it hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's happening now with certain people. You know, like obviously Soph is
Yeah.
more rising. His golden moment is gonna happen later. Nothing like now. He might receive breaks in his life. That's what I believe is happening.
That's what,
Like he thinks his golden year was 30. Yeah. He's receiving certain breaks, but later on in his life is when he's really gonna feel like, wow, like and that's me too. Like I'm not receiving my flowers now. I don't want it.
Yeah.
You give me 5, I'm gonna like take it back.
Right.
Because in my head, I know who I am and what I am.
Who you are, yeah.
Before, I was a little clueless because I was like, I was jumping into other people's visions. Now it's mine. So it's like, it's mine. You telling me about my vision doesn't make sense because it's not your vision.
Right.
You can just go away. And you can have FOMO later or now because now you're disconnected from me. You're not feeding me the energy that needs to be pushed forward.
Yeah.
Right.
You're pulling back from it. That's not needed, bro. If I want to jump into tech, awesome. After this interview, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I can jump into tech every
right now, make
single
6 figures if
day.
you want.
Right.
Every single day.
We know that.
Till I
Yeah.
die. And you've seen it before the interview. Every single day, I could just jump into a different position.
Yeah.
The people that are telling you, you need to stay in your job for 5 years, that's a lie and a half. If there's a position that needs to be filled, it needs to be filled.
Filled.
Who are you to tell me, oh man, why should you? No, I got time for that. I need this to be done, bro.
For
All
real.
right. How about in the producing career?
Okay, producing career, this is the truth. If you're a creative, actually, if you're a producer, because I can't.
Like, what are some of the challenges too you go through in there?
Ego. First one is ego. Like, any artist ego. It's sad to say this, but every artist, especially DMV, has the craziest ego. I don't understand.
This
why.
man coming for the
You understand why,
DMV.
though?
I don't understand why.
Oh,
I'm talking
man.
about all of them, like every single one of them. And I'd be looking at him like, bro, I'm not here with like. It's not even about competition. I know I have more than you. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people know when they're ahead of you, like they're in their path. You can pass them. Like there's people gonna pass me in my path.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's certain people that know they're ahead of you in certain situations. So why do you act like this?
Right.
Like why are you in this type of manner? But then you realize that's just how the creative flows.
You talking about as far as like collaborating with you and stuff like that? Or
Oh,
what?
not collaborating with me. People that collaborate with me, they're open with me. They're
No,
like, they
but
want
what
to
do you-
collaborate
but,
with me.
Yeah, but what do you mean though? As far as like you saying,
Okay,
like,
99% of DMV artists and creatives are terrible. Like even producers, I'd be like shocked
yeah,
because this is the truth. They know your ability, but they just won't. They rather hone it and like
they don't want to assist. Like they don't want to have assist with you.
this
like,
is the truth. I'm okay with artist ego because the way that you make your music is the way you make your music. So let's say we're in a studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
An artist they should have ego, like because it's their way of making. It's their feel, you know. Producers and engineers, they're not allowed to have egos in studios. You know why? Because it's not their session.
Right.
So whenever I hear like an artist say, "Yo, man, run that back for the engineer," and the engineer's like, "Why are you killing the vibe, my nigga?
why are
Right.
you doing
Just
that?
do what he said, bro.
Exactly.
Like this, that's simple as that."
Wow, I just
And for
saw a
producer-
skit about that though.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it blows me because I'm like, bro, I'm in sessions. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, just do what the fuck they're saying.
I see what you're
Like
saying.
me, I don't have an ego because I can't. It's not my room to have ego, but I feel it. We're not
Yeah,
retarded.
yeah,
Like I see
yeah.
producer when they're like, I'm better than. In my head, I'm like, you're a moron. Like,
Right.
this is not your session. It's his.
Right. It's his.
Work accordingly. Like I've been in sessions. I swear to God, in Virginia, no, astaghfirullah, in Maryland, there's one main studio. If you know this, there's a bunch of artists.
Merlin,
Yeah, there's a bunch of artists.
it's your hometown, by the way.
It's me. It's me and another producer, bro. And this guy just has ego. Me, I'm full of life, bro. Like, I'm just, there's a basketball court in the studio. So there's only one that I have that in Maryland.
Oh,
So,
Lord. You're being specific.
I'm a
specific, so
Google
that,
this.
yeah. So you know who it is. And plus, shout out to the guys. I'm not-
Listen. We're not,
Yeah,
coming for nobody.
I'm
He's
not
just
gonna mention
speaking about his
names.
experiences.
I'm not gonna mention names,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna mention, bro. He was just so. I'm like, bro, yo, send me a couple of your loops. I'll add some drums while they're here.
Mhm.
And he was just like, yeah, I'll let you know about it. I'm like, bro, not to even be rude. These guys might even be more clout centric. Like they might be like, they might even want to work with me. In my head, they might want to just work with me because my numbers, bro, compared to you. There's
Right.
only 2 producers. Like we're in the back. There's 2 producers. Whatever I was thinking in my head happened, bro. They ended up making 5 records on my beats, and we're both here. How does it feel? Every single beat you just. And it's sad because they let him. I swear to God, my mother, I was like, yo, let him play his beats. Because I'm like, yo, I don't want this nigga to feel any type of way with me. Me, I already have a backlog. I'm just going to work with other artists. I don't want no one to ever feel any type of envy with me.
Right.
Ever. Because trust me, we're all in this for a reason.
For a reason, exactly. Come on.
They're like, next beat. Man, next beat. Man, play some. And they're like, yo, Anweezy, run it back, bro. Play. And I'm like, fuck. In my head, I'm like, yo, this nigga hates me. And I feel it. I'm like, fuck. So I'm playing the beat. Like, yeah, load that up. So in my head, I'm like, yeah. So I get 5 records done that night, right? And this guy gets none, but he's there. And I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, you could have just gave me your loops. I could just add some drums on it.
Exactly.
You got some placement.
Assisted you.
Because at the end of the day, you don't know if the artist is there for like clout centric or they actually vibe with your beat. And me, I'm at that point in my life, I really don't know, bro.
And that's the pride you're talking about producers shouldn't have. Which he could have easily just give you the loops to.
Bro, loops, I would add some drums 15 minutes.
I feel you.
I would have just played his drums.
Benefit each other for the bigger come up, but
because I
in
knew
the moment,
after the third record, the second record, I knew, I was like, yo, they're definitely just picking my beats. They just want to work with me. It's not even like, it might not even deal with the sound. He could be a better beat maker. Me, I'm one of those guys. Yeah, you're a better beat maker than me. Good shit. I know I'm a better producer than you.
Yeah.
Like, I can, not to even be rude, I know I'm the number one producer in the whole DMV. Because even the top 5 producers, top 5 producers are hitting my line. And you know who the top 5 producers are, and I'm not gonna name them.
Yeah.
So it don't like me. I'm just working accordingly because I know my vision. I know. Let's say if you're a producer, right? And I'm telling you, let's have 100 records together. You should really run with that because you're not doing any work. You just make your beats and just give them to me. Because now you have a resume of 100 records, and I'm not fluffing.
Yeah.
There's people who need those beats. You get me? But
Yeah.
For me, where I'm a blessing in is I'm not selfish in the regard of like having a placement. I'm trying to aim for thousands of placements and add series of engineers and producers on top of it.
Right.
That's the truth.
And not only that, it's like I also feel like I'm not saying you're not, but I'm saying like, bro, to be the best, you gotta act like the best. You feel me? Like you gotta move like the best. You gotta.
Me. The best
make the best decisions.
Even the best producer, quote unquote. I had a session with him. He's shy because he's producer. I give him that. He's fire. I give him he's fire. He's an amazing beat maker. And the first session we had, it was with an artist. I'm not gonna mention him. It was in DC though. But he was just giving me. He knows this too. He was giving me a little iffy vibe, bro. Like it's just like
the artist was.
No, the producer.
The producer.
Bro. He's just like he's trying to like throw me under the bus, try to like say, could you do this, like type things, you know?
Yeah.
And I understood it, but then in my head I'm like, yo, you're in a vibe right now. Are you trying to curate the vibe for the artist, or are you trying to show off?
Right.
So from there, it's crazy to say this, but we were disconnected. From that session, we disconnected. And recently, I say like literally a month and a half ago, I seen him at a club, and all he did was show me love. It was the craziest thing ever. He showed me crazy love, and he's like, bro, we gotta get locked in, and I can show you after this interview. He hits me up nearly. Yo, we gotta work. We gotta work. And this is every producer now. Most producers from the DMV. That's just how you move. But the thing is, I could have been an ass from the first time. Like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Instead, I'm like, do you?
Yeah. I feel that.
But I know for sure. I'm not even aiming for DMV, but for sure, I'm the number one DMV producer. It's not even about like how you feel, how I feel.
Yeah. When you think about it, I'm not even being about. I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to like the music industry and stuff like that. So, but when you say producers and stuff, I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know producers. Like,
if you're going for DMV,
like I can't think of someone like the top of my head. Like you know the mainstream guys, the more popular guys that's more.
Tell what Timberlake, Chris Brown, like those are. There's a mainstream and they left early. I'm talking about like currently right now, I don't see another producer that can like, beat me off the brakes.
Yeah.
Even if they have placements, because being a producer is connecting bridges, building beats, whatever that If and this crazy thing is producers or beat makers. If you're a beat maker, you make the beat. That doesn't mean you're it's a section of producing that, but it doesn't make you a great producer just because you make beats, bro. It's how you connect the bridge and make the record.
Right.
DJ Khaled, he doesn't touch a key, right? He doesn't touch a single key, but he's a producer, right? Yeah. How? Why? Start understanding the actual game and stop being stubborn.
I actually thought about DJ Khaled when I saw like all your stuff that you like released. For example, you see Anwar,
Yeah.
Anweezy featuring.
Yeah, featuring this.
I just thought about DJ. Oh, you took the DJ Khaled route.
But
like,
the
in
thing
a
is,
way.
I'm not even influenced by DJ Khaled. I'm influenced by
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, who are you influenced by?
I'm influenced by people that are lateral with me right now, which is
Right.
crazy. Like Stafford Beats, he's an amazing producer that connects like a shit ton of bridges, which is amazing to me. And Synthetic, he's another producer. I don't know if you heard of Yeet. You know Yeet?
No,
Yeet.
I'm not sure.
He's a crazy artist, but he's Yeet's main producer. But he's just another being. Like if you hear his sound, like okay, you're in that lane. No one can take it away from you, and you're gonna grow from it. Cause
Right.
I'm a person that I study this joint. Like I
Right.
study business. Whatever I'm in, I'm studying it. I'm not one of those.
Yeah.
Like,
you make sure you're a student.
Yeah, I
And
know
you
for
make-
sure
you
I'm a
take
student.
that
I make
aspect,
sure I'm a student because
Mm-hmm.
it's advances. Just like tech, it's gonna advance, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to brush up on that now because it's advanced right now.
Yeah.
I feel
It is
that.
what it is. But music, yeah, man, I've dealt with a lot of shit, bro.
And-
Do you reach out like when you do your collabs?
Oh yeah.
Do you reach out to them or do they reach out to you as far as like?
It's both ways. It matters.
Both ways?
If an artist wants to work with me, they're gonna want to work with me. So they're gonna
Mhm.
want to collab with me, or they just want beats off me,
Right.
and that's fine with me. Because that's gonna help me grow at the end of the day. Because they're a seed in my head. They're a seed for me.
Right.
Like whoever I'm working with, I don't see them as like the main reason why I'm gonna grow or like the break in my life. I see myself as the break in life. That's why I'm
Exactly.
branding myself. So inshallah, within a year or two from now, like because this is documented right by time frame, you're gonna see crazy growth. And
Inshallah.
I want to be that person that has the golden hand. Like whoever I'm working with, if it's a brand, if it's creative, you're forced to go up. It's not even like you're not gonna go down. Like there's no anchor in me. Like if I go like this, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Some type of effect is gonna happen, and
Right.
that's going to happen soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just I have to stay in my vision for that to happen.
Yeah,
It's not
nah,
someone
for sure,
else's.
for sure. With basically planning, right? Like your
Yeah.
blueprint and stuff like that. What do you feel like the main motivation is? Like I know, like we all talk about, like in our field, in your field, you know, there's some type of consistency that needs to happen in all types of, you know, whatever field anybody may be in.
Anything. Yeah, that's
Me,
right.
you, whatever other people are doing, right? So it's like, what do you feel like some of the challenges are when like you trying to stay consistent on that blueprint you said, you know what I'm saying, and then how do you overcome it, in a way?
It's time. Whatever you do is gonna have a time frame. You can lie to yourself and say, "Oh, I can push back," but all you really did was use more time. You
Right.
get me? So for me, I just know every second minute really matters. That's
Right.
why I disconnect from certain friends and disconnect with certain people because if it doesn't make sense,
Right.
I wouldn't lie to you and I wouldn't want you to lie to me.
Yeah.
Instead, feed the energy that you have for me, and
Yep.
I'm gonna feed the energy that I have for you. If it's good or bad, it's whatever. For me, if it's bad, I'm pulling back. If it might be
Good.
bad for you, you might feed on it. It's
Mhm.
just life. But I just accept that I did disconnect it for a reason for you to grow as well.
Exactly.
I don't want you to have you in my mind. I mean, I don't want you to have me in your mind and you in my mind. If it doesn't make sense, like I don't want you to waste time.
Keep
But
it
for
moving.
me, to win in any business, it's networking.
You
It doesn't matter how you
you're
say
kind
Yeah.
of forcing people to upgrade too, though, when you're doing that. You know, when you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
that approach, it's
Yeah.
like
Benefiting
it's like,
them.
I mean,
at the
if they
same
want to
time, you know what I'm
realize
saying?
it though,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, they're gonna choose to.
Think about this.
Upgrade their
that
perspective.
second that you used on my post could be more relevant towards something else.
Exactly.
So I'd rather disconnect for you from that aspect. Or think about it. If you're not learning anything from anyone, if you're not inspired, why the fuck are you connected with them? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
Why?
And you said the networking in terms of that's
I'll
a
be
big
honest.
step on.
Networking can make or break you just because it's how you're networking. Like me, in music, I knew I had to network with niggas that did not know me. Like, didn't have a sense of me.
Okay.
Just because my past was too strong. The people that I'm working with it had nothing to do with production. It's just affiliation. If I knew that you knew of me, it's going to be a problem. But if you don't know of me, I finally can show you a pure self, like a pure version of myself.
Right.
Without having an estimate, like how you're going to estimate of me. Like, are you going to have like, oh, this nigga's whack because of this, or this
Right.
nigga's because of this. Instead, I'm like, oh, you know this person? I really can't work with you. Not for now. I'm not even going to try to greet myself. I'm going
Right.
to be like, fuck. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to work with the person he's left of.
Yeah.
You get me? Because at the end of the day, he didn't greet and I didn't greet.
Exactly.
So there's no connection there yet.
Yeah.
So
And on
for
top
me-
of that, with the producing too, it's like I feel like you're put an agenda that you have to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm working with people that actually want to work with me.
but that's
The
what
rest
I'm
of them-
saying. But
the
like I'm
rest of them,
saying, like
making
the
it harder
field
for them.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'll be honest. I've taken so many records down. Like artists that owed me bread, I take it down easily. People that don't want to get splits,
really?
I easily. You know how many artists don't like me, bro?
Right.
But they respect me. I laugh, bro.
Right.
Because I'm like, I take it down and like, haha, oh shit, you did it. Yeah, nigga.
Of course.
Do you
I was
feel
gonna
like
do
the
it. They didn't think you
industry
were gonna do it.
forces
Yeah,
you
of
to
course.
be that cold heart? Like not
Cold
cold,
heart.
but
It's not
like
even cold hearted. It's
but
business,
it's like
bro. At the end of the
business.
day,
Like you have to be straightforward like that.
the reason why creators don't get paid or don't do well
Yeah.
is just because they don't understand the side of the business.
Yeah.
And they get stepped on every single day until they understand the
Yeah,
business.
yeah,
You get me?
exactly, exactly.
So for me, I don't let you step on me,
Mhm.
but I let you work with me in the
Yeah.
beginning. Let's
So
try
how
to
does
see
that even work? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not really into
Okay.
the labels
good
and
that you're
such.
asking this.
Yeah.
So,
how does that work?
There's different standards of royalties and payments. So,
Okay.
I'll show you the portal.
Yeah.
That's so I'm signed to Sony. So basically, I just tell them, yo, I own 50% of this, and they scout for it.
So it's
They're not-
percentages, basically.
Yeah, and they have the craziest legals. You're not gonna fight them. You're just gonna give it to them, or
Yeah.
they're just gonna be like, yeah, all right, buddy, give
Yeah.
me my 50%.
Exactly.
From there, my agreement, I'm signed under an admin deal for publishing, and I give them 20% for
Okay.
scouting. I still own 100% of my masters, but for the time being, I'm giving them 20% as like managing my shit. You know,
Okay.
For the next year, so they're managing and grabbing all the stuff because for that year they get 20% of all the records I produce. You know, so they're winning, and I'm winning because I'm not thinking in the back end, yo, man, I'm trying to. I need to get this 20%. Instead, I'm like, yo, it's this one, go get it. They're like, easy money, you know?
Right.
So that's my predicament. There's several ways you can move. There's a thing called a co-pub deal. I'm not under a co-pub deal. I'm under an admin deal where I own 100% of my royalties. If you're a producer or an artist, you should really listen to this aspect. Co-pub is when you actually give them anywhere from 50 to 80% of your resume or of your deals. I'm going to be doing that later on in my life. I say in like 5 years, 3 to 5 years. I'm going to be selling off my
Inshallah.
catalog. Inshallah, if God allows me, if I'm still alive, I'm going to sell my catalog to another publishing company. It could be Universal, Sony, anyone that makes sense for myself. So
Right.
that's co-pub. If you give up your royalties, like your masters, that's when they own it too. So now this predicament. So let's say you have a sync licensing agreement. Now you kind of have the involvement and they own 50% of it.
Right.
But this is where it's a beautiful thing. If you have a certain team that makes, understands you and pushes you forward, you can have a co-pub deal where they're literally shopping your music. You get me?
Okay.
So they're shopping. You're not doing any work with it.
Yeah.
In reality, they're shopping it for Gatorade commercials or Nike commercials, and they're just taking 50%. But in reality, that's fair game because
Exactly.
they're moving it. You're just here.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Mm.
Another thing is distribution. Distribution is where they actually release the record for you. It could be under a label or under a small distributor, and they have certain connects where they can put you on certain playlists.
Right.
On
Or-
platforms,
platforms, and
whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. It could be whatever it is. But yeah, they'll do their job and they'll push you forward for an extra percentage. This is the issue that most artists don't have. It's not even about DMV. It's just all artists. They don't know the music business of it. If you don't know the music business, how are you ever get paid? Like you'll never get paid. You can make art forever, but you can't expect to get paid if you don't understand how to get paid, bro.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
So it applies both ways. You can be the artist and you need to know the business.
You got to know the business.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm really passionate about the business side of things, but the music side of things zened me out. So like making beats.
It's a balance. You balanced it out.
Yeah,
bro.
I finally got a balance.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Balance is key.
It's very much needed, trust me, because it's like he said, it plays two parts in it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The end goal is to get paid and, you know what I'm saying, live your career, something that you love doing.
The truth is, the end goal is for you to actually feel happy. Like,
Happy,
it's
exactly.
kinda
Doing
corny
something
saying
you
it.
love and doing it for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just being happy. And if you
Yeah.
get paid from it, that's an extra.
That's an extra.
But the end goal, of course, you're going to
Yeah.
feed your family down the line
Exactly,
and do stuff.
exactly,
Yeah.
But
exactly.
getting paid and not being happy, it's going to
It's
cost you consistently. Time is going to just be like, all right, take your money, bro.
That's facts.
But I know you feel this. I know you feel this type of dark energy. And there's going to be a point like, oh, fuck this. I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah.
Bro. So that's where I was at.
Nah,
And inshallah,
I
I'm
feel
going to
you.
meet the median soon. And when it hits, I'm going to laugh because I know all the work I've done.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure,
about
for
how
sure.
you feel, how they feel,
Yeah.
how the industry feels. This, bro, I already connected everything that I needed to be. Anyone that brushed upon me is going to get a blessing, bro.
Exactly.
It's even if I didn't want to, it's going to happen, bro. Because I
Insane.
worked towards that. I want to be a golden hand.
Yeah, no, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, the self awareness is important too. Like what you're
True.
doing, and you know what I'm saying, going through these steps and knowing what you got to do next, and setting out a plan. And like you say, you know what I'm saying, walking through the blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these steps, you know what I'm saying, take big impact on your future goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was real quick though. I was gonna say like you being out here back on the East Coast, is it more beneficial?
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
your-
go
to,
stuff
to,
like
to like the
Okay.
your venture in the music industry versus like being back in
my
LA.
goodness. This is the truth.
Yeah.
LA, I had to kind of leave LA. Not leave it. I still got a spot there. But I had to leave LA to catch a breath because I'm finally getting green lighted. Meaning like producers want to work with me, artists want to work with engineers want my. It's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? And I can't feed because I'm one human at the end of the day. I can't feed 100 artists at one time. It's impossible.
Right.
I'm walking literally my blueprint. It's not theirs. You know. So I'm kind of glad I did come to DMV, and the blessing behind it is DMV. No one really fucks with me at that aspect in music and stuff. No one fucks with each other in music. That's why I'm like, okay.
Out here, right?
So
Yeah,
for
you're
me,
saying,
when
yeah.
people say, "Oh man, I'm slept on," I want to be slept on, because you're giving me more time to work on myself and work with others. Because I'm an international producer. People don't realize that yet. They think there's a thing called DMV. What is DMV doing for you? What is DC actually doing for you, bro? What is DSC doing for music? Except Go-Go. Respect to Go-Go.
Yeah.
I'm not. Name something.
I think Fat Trail said something like that too when he just came out. He was like especially those big, big artists. He was talking about something like, if we just come together. I think he's referring to Shaq Glizzy
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
them.
he's
All
frustrated.
these.
Simple,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
He was
I'm
like,
sure
if
he's
we come
frustrated with his own
together,
trajectory,
yeah.
too.
I seen a video. I don't know, like I don't know the word for word, but that's the context of what he was saying. Like, if DC, if we just come together, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we can overcome a lot. And it's like, I feel like maybe we do have that, maybe it needs to be stated. Maybe, people need to be
What
more
are
aware
they
of it,
doing?
not just sleeping on it. It's something that needs to be talked about,
It's true. Shout out to Hugo from MGE, Fat Trail's camp. So Fat Trail's team is called MGE. Hugo is like one of the main people that's operating it.
Right.
But it's gonna happen soon. Like he's understanding that he has to jump into other areas. Like right now, I see the team. Shout out to MGE. I see the team is like moving to ATL and working with EST and working with their team and stuff like that. And it's how it should be. Like you can't really bank off your hometown because hometown's not gonna understand if there hasn't been anyone that risen. Wale releases a tape or a project every 10 years. So you think people are gonna understand every 10 years? It's not how it works.
Right.
It's consistency, like you said.
Yeah.
So even Shy Glizzy, he doesn't drop consistently. There's no true hero that's showing it. And Fat
Right.
Trail,
That's a good example. Yeah.
blessings for him, but he's locked up.
Yeah.
He stays locked up, so it's
He's-
kind of
yeah.
hard to show.
Right now?
Yeah, he
He's
just
locked
went,
right
he
now.
went back
Wow.
But the cool thing is, like, you'll see yourself.
I didn't
The
know
next
that.
3-4 records are my production with Fat Trail.
in. Right.
So he's I think hopefully he comes out September. MG, don't be mad at me, but hopefully he comes out September. But he has like, he's already signed now. He just signed. He has certain things that are gonna be in place for him. He just needs to get out
Right.
and stay away from trouble. Just don't go out. It's crazy. Don't go outside. Just stay inside.
That's what they say though. They were like, "Yo, just
stay inside.
Just
you know,
stay inside,
you know
man.
you're
Yeah.
a golden
Yeah,
gem.
just do your-
Yeah.
Just abuse yourself, man. Just stay
Yeah.
inside.
yeah."
You know.
You gotta
But
crave
like
that.
outside, bro. Like this guy, he's outside every day.
Yeah, you're outside. And
I be
shit.
trying to tell him,
Man,
yo,
I ain't
let's
outside
stay
nowhere,
inside.
man.
Let's get an episode going, bro. I'm saying, nah.
Do something.
Us over here airing our dirty laundry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just
But
trying to-
I'll call LT. I'll be like, "Yo, LT, you ready to shoot an episode?" He's
That's
like,
off
"Nah,
cap.
I'm outside this
No, I'm not. You capping, bro.
I'm outside." And I see him. He's with his like, what do you call it? You
What?
just with your wife beater, just out. What? What are you doing, bro?
I know you like. I only got 2 white beaters. I don't even wear them joints. I do not wear them. You talk about some white beaters, but nah, man.
But the
nah.
truth is, if you're gonna dive into music, you kind of have to go 100% in.
Yeah.
You could lie to yourself and say hobby, then just do it as a hobby. Like
Yeah.
do it 'cause you
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it. You know?
yeah.
But if you're gonna see it in the business sense of things, you gotta stay consistent. If not, you're lying to yourself. Just
Exactly.
enjoy the art of it, and just really just enjoy the art of it. Make music for it, and that's it. If you're aiming for the business sense, I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
You gotta stay consistent. We're in a different type of era. Sorry, you dropping a record today, we're gonna forget about it in 3 days, 4 days.
I feel you.
And unless you have that type of push, and 1% really have that type of push,
Yeah.
you gotta stay consistent until you're relevant.
Exactly.
And when you're relevant, how can you stay relevant?
Relevant. Exactly.
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
It's just like what they say. Like once you make their first I don't know 100K or whatever. You keep you know what I'm saying. You just
Yeah.
repeat the algorithm, and then you know what I'm saying. That's how you stay relevant as just
The truth is, once you
relating.
make your first 100K, it gives you the chance to try something different.
Right.
So one thing might advance faster because at the end of the day, this is the truth. You're really working. Okay, if you're a businessman, you're really working by the time. So if you have something that can work, let's say if you can make $1,000 by the hour compared to making $1,000 by the 6 hours, you're gonna focus on $1,000 by the hour. You know. But if you're a true businessman, you know how to rotate the $1,000 an hour while trying something different that might even be faster.
Faster.
You know. So that's how you win. It's time frame towards money. That's a businessman.
Yeah, that's a great point. Going into like you Eritrean,
I'm Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. Okay, Ethiopia.
I'm Eritrean.
Yeah,
But I'm Tigray too. I'm part of the Tigray region.
Okay, mashallah. So Ethiopia, you were in a culture like that, or you
Yeah.
been back to homeland?
Have you been back to Ethiopia?
Yeah,
Have
I've
you
been-
been to Ethiopia?
Yeah, 2017. I went.
Oh, you went. Oh, dang. Recent.
I built a skate park out there.
Oh, mashallah.
Oh, wow.
Mashallah,
With
mashallah.
Ethiopia skate.
Yeah,
It was
mashallah.
crazy.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know
Did
that, man.
Yeah,
See, if I never would have brought this up, you would have never said nothing. But that's
Of course not.
mashallah. That's
There's a lot of
crazy.
stuff.
Big ups on that, bro.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, it was dope. You see the comparison between day-to-day living compared
Oh,
to...
do they skateboard in Ethiopia?
Oh, they nasty with it, bro.
What?
Yeah, they had one in Addis now and one in...
That's
Awas-
great.
Awas-
Yeah.
Skate park in
one
Yeah.
Ethiopia?
one Bro, they're trying to get someone to the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
Mashallah,
Yeah.
bro.
But the blessing is... I
About
know,
time.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Yeah, but the blessing is it's connection-based.
Yeah.
Wow.
If we're being real with stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anweezy. He connected the bridge between Tony Hawk and Ethiopia Skate and
Okay.
Diamond Supply. So that's
Mashallah.
what. Yeah. So like we know Tony Hawk firsthand.
Yeah, big ups on that.
Like-
Mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah. Shout out to Mo.
Yeah.
And Miles, of course, my fault, man. Shout out to Miles, Tony Hawk's son.
Mm.
I stayed at his crib several times. Just like when you meet dope
Dope people,
people.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Tony Hawk, he's literally like
I think I've
Chill,
heard
it's
like,
like
during
cool.
interviews.
he's a kid, bro.
Yeah.
He's just an older kid that understands kids more
Yeah,
than
exactly.
adults.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've heard about Tony Hawk in interviews and stuff. It's like, yo, he's just a genuine dude, though.
Bro, he took
Like,
us
he
to
connects with people.
Bruh, it's hilarious. I was with Miles and Tony's like, yo, come slide by this fundraiser. I'm like, okay. So we go to this fundraiser and it's for like building wells in Africa, right? And
Yeah.
basically he got all like the main millionaire, like the main people you want, and it's just me like sitting down there with like a bunch of millionaires. Like the founder of GoFundMe was there, and like
Oh, wow.
like it's like it didn't even make sense. Like it was just like wow. So we're at we're at his skate park, like his in-house
That's
birdhouse.
lit.
Yeah. It's just funny. Like I was blessed to see certain things. When you're in that certain light, you're in that certain light. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Tony Hawk, I was blessed. Shout out to Moeezy. The reason why I was at his crib, Moeezy chills with Miles often. They skate often.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I was just at his crib. Dude has like his own skate park in the backyard, a pool. They were like submarining in this pool. It's just jumping from the roof. Like
Right.
it's like stuff that it makes sense to you, but when it happens, it's just like okay.
Wow. It's
Okay.
like, wow, it was
Yeah.
just going down like
Right.
this.
And Tony, like I even got to check. Like Tony's a dope. Like he's us. Like he's,
Yeah, exactly.
like he literally understands kids more than he does adults, and that's just like wow, he's the median.
Yep.
So he even told like he's like I need help with Riley Hawk. He has a shop in. It's when I was doing social media management.
Okay.
So he has a shop in Venice, whatever, like certain things.
Yeah.
To move, you know.
Mhm.
So like Tony, Moeezy can tell you this verbatim. Even Tony was like, yo, you're an actual genius, bro.
Yeah,
He's like,
mashallah.
he's like, you're a genius. Just give it time. He's like, you have me like I said, you're gonna build your connections, but it has to make sense for them first, then you. And also,
Yeah.
why would you contact them? They're busy people just like us.
Yep.
So make it make sense.
Yeah.
Don't just hit them up. They don't care for that.
Yeah, make sure you add in value.
Yeah, that's
Right?
something. Damn, get them lunch or something, man.
At least.
Something,
Right.
yeah,
Freaking
yeah.
burger or something, bro.
Yeah, their time is
Dang.
valuable.
No bull.
But that was built when in Ethiopia? When did you do that?
That was built November 2017, December 2017.
Okay.
Was that your only time going to Ethiopia?
Yeah,
By the way?
Yeah.
honestly, yeah.
Feel
But
that.
it was
Do you
it was
speak-
crazy.
Do you speak Amharic?
I understand and speak more towards Tigrinya, but
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Tigrinya?
crazy.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's more Tigray region, but
Yeah.
my mom speaks both languages and my dad speaks several languages.
Okay.
Word.
mashallah.
Household.
Yeah.
Okay.
mashallah.
He spoke several languages.
Yeah.
Man.
Wallah.
Amazing.
Man, Anweezy, it was a pleasure, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You just came and just
We're
preached.
gonna have more episodes on Anwar.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure,
You know,
for sure. One ain't enough. There's already like what?
100%. There's
Yeah.
too much. There's too much to go on.
Too
like,
much to
you know?
say, too much to talk about. We got a little, borderline of what needs to be said in this one. A little bit of who he is, where he comes from, what he does.
Yeah.
Any final things you want to make sure? Oh, matter of fact, I feel like you should let them know where your stuff's at. How they can go support. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is.
I'm just a music producer, but I release music with several artists. I'm gonna be as consistent as releasing weekly for now. So if you see anything on Apple Music, Spotify,
Yeah, he's consistent.
pretty,
I'll tell you that
pretty
much.
sure just chime in. Because to be honest, I'm doing it for both realms. Like the artist that I release with is for them to have a chance of for you to listen to.
Right.
Because if you vibe with them, you're more tuned to check out their stuff. Like I said, I'm just a producer, but I know my vision and I know how to move. So. Yeah, check me out, man. I'll be on all platforms.
Yeah, producers need to come up too. Like, you know what I'm saying, his releases, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Follow him on go ahead, give you an ad. I'll put it on the what's it
I'm
called?
on Anweezy, just Instagram or Twitter, just Anweezy, ANWEEZY.
LT
Gonna put
better drop a track with Anwar soon.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
LT better go in the music
don't
industry.
look out for that one. I'm messing with y'all.
But nah, man, it was a pleasure, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. You already know I am LT.
One last thing before
Go
we
ahead.
end off. Hey, listen, if you have a dream, make sure that you kind of try to pursue it, Like for myself, before you even
Facts.
see the light that happens, I'm not even done with music. After music, I'm going to go into acting. So
Inshallah.
don't be scared. Like you might see yourself in several lights. It's up to you to even open it, like, and test trial it. It's not to your friends or your family because I'll be honest, they might steer you away from that. Don't be scared. Just try it out, man. That might be the reason why you grow. But go ahead.
That's facts. No.
Never
They
settle,
needed to
bro.
hear that.
Never settle.
Never
Yeah.
settle.
Never. You know what I'm saying? We can apply to that too. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, for sure.
consistency. Follow your dreams. Do what you got to do. Don't ever feel like
Yeah.
the world pressures you to a point where it's
Like we have this podcast,
you
but we
can't
have
start
more.
it.
Like what
yeah.
he said though.
Inshallah, man.
It's
Inshallah,
like,
man. We
expand.
all succeed, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Best of luck to everyone. All y'all out there, us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you already know who I am. LT in the building.
I'm awesome.
We got K Sam's in the building.
And I appreciate y'all for having me. I'm Anweezy.
And Weezy.
man.
This is the HalalWrist podcast. And you already know what we gotta say, man. When the prayers go up,
The blessings,
The blessings
come down.
come down,
let's
baby.
go.
Shout out to Soph one more time, just cause, man. Just that quote.
Shout out that man.